once again retaining the NXT Championship. An incredible main event. For me, match of the night for sure. Javon never gave up. There was an incredible ref spot here as the second official counted the three. The original official would rise up and see Oba's foot under the rope and would discontinue the count. Javon, did he get screwed? I don't know, but he got absolutely demolished as he landed through the table, through Vic Joseph's candy, as Oba Femi just launched him from the ring through the commentary desk. Absolutely incredible. I think at this point we're all just expecting Oba to lose every time because we will expect him to be called up. The dude is absolutely a main roster megastar. We all know it, right? But the reign continues for now, and we may know who's next. Ricky Saints would come out confronting Oba Femi. Ricky versus Oba, what, at No Mercy maybe? I'm down for that. Don't forget, we've also got Homecoming coming up as well. A lot of people asking the question though, look at how Ricky Saints is dressed. Very reminiscent of Darkstate. Could he be the leader of Darkstate? We've always pondered the idea of there being a leader, and it has been teased more recently on NXT, so maybe? But this is things you might have missed from WWE Heatwave. Make sure you hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. With Corey Graves on the European tour, it was just Booker T and Vic Joseph for Heatwave tonight. Corey, I know you probably like the vacation and everything, but couldn't Wade Barrett fill in for you, man? You can't leave us with Booker T for too long. I guess that means there might be no Corey on NXT for the next 2 weeks also. Obviously, Raw this week is in England. Next week's Raw is in France. So he might get back in time, but I don't know. Lola Vice would win the first match of tonight to become the new #1 contender for the NXT Women's Championship, currently held by JC Jane. A really good triple threat match that kicked off the show. Gotta talk about Kalani Jordan. She showed up and showed off tonight. Kalani looked amazing, and you gotta talk about the response to Jada Parker also. WWE have something very special in Jada Parker. The ovation tonight, the pop for her, proves that. Lola was the odds-on favourite to win tonight, but I didn't expect her to. I genuinely thought Lola was going to get called up really soon because of how much she's featured across AAA and stuff like that. I really thought WWE would try and get her on the main roster ASAP, but maybe they're seeing, an NXT title run in her future, maybe. Lola will get her opportunity on Saturday, September 27th on the newly announced WWE's No Mercy, the next NXT PLE to add to your diary. Vic called this a new dark era as Darkstate have won the NXT Tag Team Championships. Defeating Hank and Tank in what was a very good match. It was, of course, the numbers game for Darkstate that allowed them to pick up the win. You know what? I really do feel like the group needed this. Hopefully this is a sign of Darkstate being taken a little bit more seriously. They are a group that should be dominant, and they've won some really big matches, but when you watch the shows, you just don't take them seriously as a group. I think having some belts with them and getting them featured more, hopefully, will do something for their image. Do you know what I mean? Guys, we're going to be getting a blindfold match on NXT this Tuesday. It's going to be Lexus King versus Miles Bourne. Ava saying to Lexus, look, if you took away Miles Bourne's vision, I'm taking away yours. The match will be a blindfold match. Someone do a Google and find out when the last blindfold match was, because I've got no idea. Honestly, I think this could be a lot of fun. I'm genuinely looking forward to it. I do kind of wish, though, it was on the PLE we just watched. A blindfold match in what is considered a blood feud. Lexus and Miles have been feuding for weeks now. Why couldn't this have happened on the PLE? It does, though. Credit WWE, give an interest for Tuesday's show. Another NXT PLE as WWE Halloween Havoc will take place Saturday, October 25th. It won't be part of the weekly NXT shows like we've seen in the past. This I'm perfectly fine with, though. Halloween Havoc has a very special place in my heart. Let's make it a good one. The former Dana Brooke, now Ash by Elegance, has won the TNA Knockouts Championship. defeating JC Jane and Masha Slamovic tonight in that triple threat match. Really good match. Question though, serious question. Why did the referee send people to the back? It's a triple threat match with no disqualifications. Why did they listen to him? Are we just making up rules in wrestling now as we go? Because why did you have to go to the back? It makes no sense. Nonetheless though, Ash by Elegance is the new Knockouts champion. And by the way, I really like how the guy who runs TNA, Carlos Silva, is always there, always supporting his brand. Why is Shawn Michaels not out there? Why is Ava not sat out there? We're making this about brand warfare by the commentary team. And yet the NXT GM and the guy who runs NXT just nowhere to be found. They don't care. JC blatantly frustrated that she didn't get pinned to lose the TNA Knockouts title. And it looks like we could be doing a 6-woman tag as Fatal Influence seemingly going to take on Lola Vice, Sol Ruka and Zarya. Okay. Gosh, there was a lot of announcements tonight, wasn't there? NXT Homecoming is coming Tuesday, September 16th. From Full Sail University. Long-term NXT viewers know that's where NXT used to emanate from. Going to be interesting to see what they can pull off there. Even though I stand by the fact of what I said Tuesday, this match between Blake Monroe and Jordan Gray shouldn't have happened tonight. It should have been cancelled. It delivered 100%. I can completely understand if you make an argument that this was match of the night. Genuinely, both competitors delivered. Brilliant match. Blake Monroe would pick up the big win. I was completely split on where this match was going to go, and I actually don't know if this is going to be the end of the feud. It would kind of make sense for this feud to continue, so we'll see what happens next. We found out this Tuesday on NXT, Izzi Dame will team with Tatum Paxley to take on Ren Sinclair and whichever tag team partner she can find. Very cool to see Tatum and Izzi working as a female tag team. Can't wait to see what their future is. The WWE is desperate for women's tag teams. Bit of a conspiracy theory, right? And I've seen this a lot. A lot of people have commented this before, and I've never really bought into it. But tonight I was thinking about it, so I wanted to talk about it. Right, you see the positioning of how the chairs are laid out and where the Cullings are sat. Look at where Sean Spears is, and look at what's behind him. You can't see. And everyone's always saying, could there be someone there? Could someone else be pulling the strings? We just don't know who because we can't see. They might not actually be there now, but in the future, maybe the camera pans around and there's someone sat there. Maybe. The Canadian duo of Ethan Page and Chelsea Green were victorious tonight in tag action. Here's the question. This clearly isn't done. Clearly, USA is going to win because they always do. It's WWE, right? So, who is the team to take down Ethan Page and Chelsea if they stay together? Because we've just had Olympic athletes lose to them. Who could be the duo to beat them? We asked the question on Tuesday. Ava made the announcement tonight. The WWE Speed Championships are now a part of NXT, and Sol Ruka will defend the women's speed title at No Mercy. This is cool though, because it's going to actually involve people from all brands, Raw, SmackDown, and TNA, and NXT obviously, and that's how we're going to crown a number one contender. So very interesting, some unique matches, and something for people to do. I like that. Really solid show. Did a lot as well to set up for Tuesday, so I like that. For me, a very respectable 9 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. We'll be right back here tomorrow night for Raw. And of course, like the video, share the video. See you tomorrow. Peace!